Hey everybody, welcome back. We are in the back of the shop now, and I spent the last few days putting in some process, and then this final processed stone here, 3/4 crushed stone. So we got about 100 yards of material back here. There's the back door, and I did all this work to get the paint booth moved back here. And I know it's been a while and I've been real busy, and I didn't get a whole lot done on this. I didn't get as far as I wanted to, but I'm going to show you a few of the features. And you see I got some jacks on it, and we just moved it into space. It's exactly where I want it. And there's my helper as always. Let me zoom in on her. She's been helping today. That's Maria, and we're going to get this leveled. It was in the field way out there, and it was facing the wrong way. We had to turn around with the tractor, and the field's kind of lumpy and bumpy, and this got a little bit heavier than I thought it would. So that's all my tractor could handle, really. I've got a 3-point hitch on here, as you can see. And there's the front. So I've got the main jack on there, and then we've got one on each corner. And we're going to get this leveled up right now. And then I'll take you inside and show you a little bit more about it. Okay, there we are. There's Maria getting the pin in. And what I have down on each of these is an old railroad tie plate. And I hope that spreads the load out good enough. And we've got a storm coming in tomorrow. It's supposed to go Monday and into Tuesday. Snow, rain, all kinds of junk. So I wanted to get this into place today. And this front corner here appears to be the high spot, and we'll bring everything else up to it. Let me step back a little bit so you guys can see the finished roof. It's a long way to get a shot of that, but that's some green. They call it the classic rib metal roofing. And I got the siding coming pretty soon. I want to get this wrapped up before too long. But it's waterproof. I've got this roofing underlayment just to keep all the rain and junk out of there. And the lighting is terrible. The sun's not in a good spot today. But you see, remember the beam I put in? And up underneath there, that's my intake air. I have that on both sides, so that's going to be the intake air. It'll go into the attic space and come down through filters. There's 1/4 by 1/4 mesh, and then there's, you can't see it, but there's window screen under there to keep the bugs out. And that's trimmed out now with some wood. And like I say, the siding should be here shortly. And I'll put the siding on here. I think we're out of the sun enough. Here is my filter system. There's going to be a 2-baxial fan right there, which I am building myself. I don't have them finished yet. I've got one done. That'll get welded to this plate. And then there'll be 20 by 20 filters. 18 feet of 20 by 20 filters. And I'll cut those through on the inside. And this will be my filter wall, and I have one on the other side as well. It's already filled up with junk, as you can see. Just another place of dry storage, but here's the other side. And I have everything. I've got the motors, a couple 3-phase motors for the fans, and the fans are here. And I rolled up some 14 gauge steel to make the outer diameter, and I'll show you that as I'm building them. But this is a galvanized 20 gauge, and so we'll have a total of 36 feet of side downdraft exhaust. And then here we are at the door side, and you see I have another air intake. It's 5 by 19 and 5 by 19 on the other side. And my exhaust, my intake filters, I haven't framed for them yet, but they're going to be up in the ceiling there. So we're going to take a few minutes, get this leveled, and I'll come right back with you in just a little bit. Okay guys, there's a door opening on that end. And there is here's the outside door framed in. So you come in the building through this door, and when you walk in, I've got a 4-foot paint mixing room. There'll be some benches and some shelves in here. And to get into the booth, you'll come in that door from the outside, and quick, there'll be another door here to jump into the paint room. And remember, you could see where it's dark here. That's our filter box. So there'll be filters along that wall. And there'll be filters along that wall. And right now I have 2 layers. When I built this, I put 2 layers of OSB. And there'll be 1 layer of finished 3/4 inch plywood for the finished floor. I'm trying to keep the weight down. I was thinking of using some lightweight concrete, but the building is just too heavy for that. So there is the beam. In the attic space, like I say, the overhang will bring all our intake air in. There'll be 30 or 32, I don't know how many I bought, I think 32 intake filters. Air will come in the ceiling, and it will come down and go out both sides. So 32 20 by 20 intake filters, and 36 20 by 20 exhaust filters. So that's roughly where I'm at. I've got to put some walls, some lights up, start closing this place in, put a door on it, and it's not going to be a heated space, so there won't be any painting going on this winter. But come the springtime, plenty of things already lined up to paint. And it's kind of dark in here, but maybe you can see there's the beam. There's a heavy piece of angle iron to support the beam. And that's what's going on with the paint booth. I will take you inside and show you how the fans are coming along. Okay, be right back with you. Okay guys, here's what I started with. That is a aluminum 24-inch replacement fan. You can buy those anywhere, and that's for a Dayton 24-inch 2-baxial fan. And I found a super good deal on a couple 3-phase motors on eBay. You see I made a mounting system there, and that's going to bolt to that particular piece right there. And then the belts will eventually, I got to cut a hole in here, and the belts will eventually go to the fan shaft. And I've got some I think 4-inch by 3/8 flat stock that holds some bearings, and I'm supporting the one close to the fan and one close to where the belt will be. And then I rolled up some 14 gauge. So that's nice and heavy, and that'll get welded to the piece that I showed you on the booth. So that's one. I've got everything cut for the second one. I just haven't built it yet. Okay guys, so that's how the fan is just going to, we're going to get the RPM right to get the air movement right. But it's just going to spin like that. That motor is going to drive it. Maximum RPM on that blade is 1910. Now these are weird motors here. They're 1710 as the RPM. So I'm doing direct pulleys. Be a 2-belt pulley system. You can see it right there. So I've got the same size pulley on the shaft. So my blade is going to spin 1710, and like I say, the maximum on this blade is a 3-horse motor, 1900. So we've got a 3-horse, 2 3-horse motors, be one on each side. 2 3-horse motors, 2 24-inch fans when I'm done, and it'll be spinning 1710. And I can go up a little bit or down if it's too much or too little. So I'll get the other one made, and when I get to welding them in and testing them out, I'll show you that when it happens. Okay, there's the another feature of the booth with that beam inside. I picked up a couple of chain falls at a local swap meet, and I'll get some beam trolleys, and then when I need to do a frame or something, I have a way to hook up the front and the back, or an engine or transmission transfer case. I could just slide the chain fall anywhere I need it on the beam, and then I can pick stuff up and paint it a little easier than trying to suspend it from the lift or put it on jack stands or horses, something like that. So those are going in after I get all the interior finishes done, but that's just going to be another feature. There'll be one on each side, and we'll be able to lift anything up and slide it anywhere in the booth. Okay guys, we're going to finish this video with some pictures of that Sierra Blue CJ5 that I did a while back. Those of you guys that follow all my videos may remember when I did that body tub restoration and paint job in Sierra Blue. And he has finished that project, and it came out fantastic. That's just a shot of my computer screen. I'm going to try and get the pictures he sent me loaded onto YouTube so they're nice and crisp. He really did a nice job with it. He's out, he's enjoying it, and having a bunch of fun with it, and the Sierra Blue came out very nice, and the pictures of the Jeep are wonderful. So I'm going to get them out there for you to see, and as always, appreciate you watching, and I will catch you on the next video.